Thurman Sports Talk Worldwide with some news from the world of boxing. So y'all know what time it is. You ain't in a rush to get concussed. Now, welterweights, and it's been going down. Things is going on in the welterweight division. But I'm gonna keep it a little bit Keith Thurman here. Because it's really good to see Keith Thurman at least back talking. He's gonna have a fight in January sometime, right? I think it's gonna be against Josizo Lopez, and which is okay. You know what I mean? He's coming back, got those elbow issues and other issues. The guy's been hurt. Now, I've been saying for about 8-9 months now, let's leave him out. Let these other welterweights figure out who's going to be the baddest dude when he gets back. Let this guy heal. And my point was, I know he was getting bashed. Everybody, they bash a dude. It's like, what have you done for me lately with people? I'm like, but Keith Thurman, he did beat Porter and he did beat Danny Garcia. Right? Ain't too many people doing that. Right. So, dude, I'm not undisputed, but okay, now y'all pushing Errol Spence in my face? Why don't you put Errol Spence in these other dudes' faces that won't fight him the whole time? So let me go back and heal. And he goes back and heals all this time, and we still got an Errol Spence problem here. Like ain't nobody fought him. Errol Spence about to fight little bitty old Mikey Garcia, so at least something's going on. Something is going on. I might get on that a little extra because Mikey Garcia deserves his extra video about trying taking that fight. But I'm just saying, we got an Errol Spence problem still, and Keith Thurman just coming back talking about it a little bit. And it was good to see him talk. Man, the man's cerebral. He knows the game of boxing. He can tell you what his attributes are and others. Right? And, it's good just to see him back in the game talking some smack a little bit. And letting you know. And as far as Errol Spence goes, he's like, yeah, I'll get to him. But when I fight Errol Spence, it should be for at least 3 belts. And I agree with him now. Like, why we still got Errol Spence problem? Porter should have fought him by now. Let's be real. And Danny Garcia, you should have too. Right? They was doing everything else to try to get to each other and not them. So it's still nothing changed. But here's something else that your boy Keith Thurman said that I thought was extremely interesting. He's like, listen, Terence Crawford, he doesn't see him as a threat. Right? Not at 147. And I just think his logic is, listen, the Errol Spences and the me of the world, we some big welterweights with a lot of punching power, but skill as well. And, if he's, he looked good against Jeff Horn, but, Benavidez and all that, he don't think, he thinks, no, that's not good enough. And he doesn't really regard Terence Crawford's resume as being that great. Me personally, I think it's great enough. You know what I'm saying? That's what we always do that after people beat people up. But undisputed is undisputed. Undisputed is undisputed. Undisputed puts you in royalty. Reason why? Because if it was easy to do, there would be more people doing it. There's 2 people in boxing that have done it right now. That's your boy Terence Crawford and Alexander Usyk. That's it. Since then, it's been way back. Jermaine Taylor, Bernard Hopkins, Lennox Lewis. It's way back. Right? That doesn't happen that often. It's not easy to do. And the reason why is because everybody ain't trying to do it in the first place. You see that. Keith Thurman been gone. They could have said, people could have been right there ready for Keith Thurman with all the belts. It's not happening, right? And most of these guys under the same promoter and advisor. Still not happening. So, no. Keith Thurman is back. I don't know about that Terence Crawford thing, because I'm going to tell you something. Say stuff like that, Terence Crawford will respond, right? And he'll be ready to fight. Don't get this twisted either, because your boy Bob Arum has been at least talking. Bob Arum say he's ready to put Terence Crawford in against anybody, so it doesn't matter about the networks and who they with and all that. So let's see what time it is. Keith Thurman, my perfect scenario would be that Errol Spence handles this Mike Garcia thing. Now, I don't care who wins that fight, right? But if Errol Spence were to come through that, then Porter's going to fight Ugas or whatever, right? After that, then Porter fights Spence, right? Keith Thurman has 1 warm-up fight, maybe 2, and then those guys unify with 3 of those belts. And let's see what Terence Crawford is doing in the meantime. Or another thing is Keith Thurman has that 1 warm-up, and then he fights Terence Crawford, Porter and Spence fight, and then we can get a unified welterweight. That's in the perfect world, but y'all know what time it is. World ain't perfect, especially not in the world of boxing. So let's see what happens going forward. It was just good to see Keith Thurman back. And like I said, the most significant thing he said to me personally was that Terence Crawford is not a threat. I don't know about that one. Thurman Sports Talk Worldwide. And I'm up out of here, y'all.